Hello, friends, and welcome. It is the 4th of July, crafty sales week. There are tons and tons of sales going on, and I am here to help you make the most of your crafty budget. Right now, Spellbinders has the biggest sale, and they're saying there's up to 40% off selected products, but actually this sale includes items that are 50% off and a few that are more like 60 or 70% off. So we're going to take a deep dive on this one. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sarah Liz, and I believe that card making should be affordable and accessible to everyone. To help you with this, I release free printable kits on the first and third Friday of every month. And then when there are big sales, I try to organize them for you to help you stay within your crafty budget. I know that for some of us, that budget is $0. So if you look beneath the video, you can click on more and you'll see at the top, there are two playlists. The first is the emergency card kit playlist that contains every video I have ever made with a free kit. And it has all kinds of themes. I've been releasing them for the past 2.5 years. And then right below that is a playlist with just the holiday themed kits in case you're getting a head start on all of those holiday cards. I haven't started yet, but I'm about to. Next, you'll find a full list of the 4th of July sales that I've been finding over here on my Patreon. You do not need to join. This is a publicly shared page. I will do my best to keep this updated throughout the week. At the top, we have sales at a glance. As new sales are added, it will say update or newly added, so you can quickly see any sales that may not have been there last time, and you can just bookmark this page. I tried to put the best sales up at the top. Shout out to Pink and Main and their mystery boxes. They almost never put things on sale, so that's really exciting. And then as you scroll down, I go into more detail for a number of these sales. A cherry on top, for example, is a big warehouse style store. So I gave you quick links into some of our favorite brands. Okay, so everything then below that full sales list is about the Spellbinder sale. We have a visual supply list, and then we have different categories. So I have quick links into the most deeply discounted products. These are going to be items that are 50% off or more. Sometimes when we link to a collection, only some of the collection is 50% off, but I like for you to be able to see the whole thing. Then there are quick links into collections that came out in 2025. For the most part, these are things that came out in January or February that are 40% off, or again, most of the items in the collection are 40% off. Then same thing, collections that are mostly 40% off from 2024 and prior. After that, we get into some of my individual favorite items. And so we'll go to the tabletop and I will show you card samples for my clearance top picks. Items under $5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and so on. I want to note that the advent calendars from last year are on like super clearance. So the 2024 Crafty Advent Calendar is $39 down from $130, and the 12 Days of Stitchmas is $48 down from $160. That's 70% off. My friends, they're about to release these two advent calendars for this year. So if you didn't buy last year's, but you were kind of feeling like you wanted to try it this year, you could always get last year's instead. You know what I mean? After the clearance section, you'll find critters and dancers. This is one of my favorite categories. And if there's time before I have to put my kids to bed, we will go through some of these on the tabletop. And then my other crafty favorites organized by price. All right, from low to high on the clearance rack, this magic word die. I love the font of this. This is originally $6.99 on sale for $3.50. A bunch of stuff from this storytelling collection is on the clearance rack. It's worth a good look. Then we have the Dance in Watercolor and Dance in Watercolor Holidays ephemera pieces. So these are from the original pack. This is from the holiday pack. Some of them dance and some of them don't. They also contain sentiments in there and some smaller pieces. These are originally $7.99. They're on sale for $4. I made a ton of cards with these and I still have a bunch left. So I think these are a great bargain. Next up is Badges of Honor. This has a police shield and then a medal and some dog tags. Originally $15. This is on sale for $4.50. That's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of stuff more than 40% off. And the detail on these dies is gorgeous. All that debossed detail in there. I just love it. Then we have a couple favorites, the Feather Flourish 3D embossing folder and the Peacock Butterfly. I made this card with them. The Feather Flourish embossing folder is on sale for $7.50, originally $15. And then this butterfly, originally $29.99, on sale for $9. That's 70% off. I just love this one. It will be a long time before I give this one up or give it away. It's so good. Next, 3 of my favorite embossing folders, originally $20, are on sale for half price at $10. These were all former Club of the Month embossing folders. This is the one that I am so surprised about. It's called Classic Backdrop. And it's just this really great geometric pattern with little dots connecting them in between. And you can put it on anything at all. This is the Efflorescent Flora 3D embossing folder. Again, really, really stunning. I love the whimsical nature of the florals in this one. And then here, this one's called Pumpkin Patch. Yup, Pumpkin Patch. I made an orange one, obviously, with some lunar paste and tons of shine. But here I have it in teal as just a lovely fall background. We're about to see all the crafty companies release their Christmas, their fall, their seasonal items. But there's a ton of seasonal stuff on clearance and on super sale right now, so you might as well buy bargain stuff. Next, 2 former Stencil of the Month clubs. These were originally $20. They are now $10. This is the Colorful Pumpkins. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was gonna like that one very much, but it's so much fun. Here, I've just stenciled it onto craft and then used some gold for one of the layers. And then this one, Squared Away, is one of my all-time favorites. And it creates this wonderful geometric pattern that still has a little whimsy in it. It's great for masculine cards. I didn't stencil one of the layers, but there are stencils for all 5 layers. Next, Flyaway is 50% off, originally $20.99 down to $10.50. This airplane is so easy to put together and it has tons of uses. The Dance and Day of the Dead Girl is $11 down from $22. She is fantastic. I just love Dia de los Muertos, and I think there are so many fun ways to put this together. There's also a Day of the Dead boy that I think is the same price. Don't quote me on that, but it's also on the clearance rack. This Kaleidoscope Peacock was originally $27, is half price at $13.50. It has incredible detail in it. I don't know what it is about peacocks. They're just gorgeous. It's super simple to put together. Fresh Picked Anemones is originally $33, on sale for $16.50, so half price. I love this one. All the Fresh Picked have a really unique look to them that isn't typically my style, but the anemones won my heart. I have a bunch of cards with this. For any of these dies, if you like the cards that you're seeing, if you search that product from my homepage on YouTube, you will find tutorials for those cards. Next up, the Blooming Pomegranate. This is a former large die of the month. Like, it's large. This was originally $40. It's on sale for $20. I will probably never give these cards away. I love this set so much, and that just surprised the punch out of me. I had no idea. Another former large die, half off, originally $40, now down to $20. I love these monsters so much. I actually just have a stash of extra monsters just off my desk so I can use them whenever I need a quick card. But there is also a pop-up box in here. If you know the Lawn Fawn like pop-up platform, this is sort of like that, a little different, but a very miniature version of it and absolutely adorable. I love this one. There are a couple of my favorite collections that have moved to the clearance rack. I'm so sad about it. I'm so sad. And one of them is the Envelope of Wonder. I have been talking about these dies for years. From the day they came out, they were a favorite of mine. You can tell it's just a hot mess, right? That's how you know I love it. And there's an envelope in here as well. It's a couple pieces, but I mostly use it for the florals. I put them on everything. I love the whimsical nature of them. Like, look at the center of that one. This is originally a $43 die set, on sale at half price for $21.50. Then the Autumn Wonder set. You guys, this one wasn't even available for a while. Like, I wrote myself a note. You can only get this in the bundle. By the way, the bundle is on sale for $81.82. If you're looking for Halloween Wonder, it is not on sale right now, or not available right now. So if you're looking for all four, that's the only way to do it. But you can buy these otherwise individually. This thing is huge. There are tons of dies in here. Look how cute these are. They're so wonderful. Okay. And so this guy originally was $33, half price at $16.50. Christmas Wonder is originally $30 on sale for $15. So if you are interested in Envelope of Wonder at all, I think we're about to see this one move off the sales page altogether. The next clearance collection is Beads of Friendship. You probably saw this one all over the place. This came out in late fall. I'm surprised it's already on clearance. It's a really big collection. So first we have the Bestie Alpha Press Plate and Die, and it's just the letters and then the circle to cut out all of your little beads. This is for hot foiling or better pressing. It's half price, originally $17 down to $8.50. But then there's also a stamp version. The stamp has your letters and then some other sentiments and a die that comes with it. This is $10.50, again at half price. Then there are two hand dies. The heart hands are half price at $12, and the Bestie Heart in Hand is originally $30. It's down to $15. This one is cute. I like this one a lot. It comes with a little bracelet, but my top pick is this one every single time. Look at the detail on that hand. And I have it here holding on to this ornament jersey. But you guys, I pulled this out to make a card, and I'm still going to do it, for the Spellbinders clubs. This is the deluxe caboodle freebie. I haven't even put them together yet. It's the cutest little gingerbread. And so this hand is going to hold our gingerbread, and he's going to say, "Bite me, I'm delicious." That sentiment will come out on Friday in the free kit, but I would buy this one if nothing else. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the bracelets and all that. I just think that there are so many ways to use it. There is one item in the collection that is only 30% off. This is the Bestie beaded bracelet, and it's what makes all the other parts of this bracelet that aren't the letter beads. And it is absolutely adorable. Originally $21. It is down to $14.69. But everything else is 50% off. Okay, we have one more collection to talk about when it comes to the clearance rack. Not all of it is on clearance. We have two on clearance at 50% off, one at 40% off, and two that are not on sale. So the window and the tree and the tire swing are not on sale. If you're interested in those, I would check back during the warehouse sale in the fall. We've seen them on sale before, so it would not be surprising to see them there. The Botanical Salarium, actually that's the guy on clearance. It's up in the air view, is on sale for 40% off. He's $14.39, down from $24. And it's a bunch of clouds, and we have a sun, a moon, some lightning and rain. Cute stuff, right? Absolutely adorable. But these two are on clearance, and I'm kind of surprised. So this one has like a pot and a bunch of plants. It has a pitcher you can put the plants in, a shovel. It's so cute. So the Botanical Salarium is $15, down from $30, so that's half off. Look how cute that plant is. And it's so simple and so quick. And then this one, I made a card with this like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. You guys, it might have been last Friday. Oh my goodness, I think it was Friday. So this is the Coastal Escape View. This I made when it first came out, and it's got this little like peekaboo window. But this guy, we just did a bunch of free sentiments that are ship and cruise and sailing themed. And so I put him on here on this little fun fold. It was really quick and easy. It's not complicated. I'm sad that he's on clearance, but I'm excited for you that it's a really good bargain. Next, we have a bunch of critters and dancers, originally $16.99. They're 40% off, so they're $10.19, starting with this dancing penguin, and he is too stinking cute. Next, the Dancing Grim, the cutest little Grim Reaper you ever did see. I did release a bunch of like Halloween-ish birthday sentiments because I wanted this guy and I wanted a reason to put him on cards. And I think it's hilarious to send somebody a Grim Reaper for their birthday. So in case you were wondering, that's where that came from. And then here we have the Dancing Dragon, the Dancing Birthday Dragon. You guys, I don't think he's ever gone on sale this much. I have no notes of him being 40% off, and he is adorable. So I would snag this guy, best price yet. This is not a dancer. I thought he was when I bought him. So instead, I just put him on a wobbler. It's called the Halloween Ghost Dog, and it's so cute. And then I wasn't quite sure where to put this lady. This is the Witch in Heels, and I made a light up card. Uh-oh, I pulled the whole battery out. Let me show you the guts. If you haven't used a pear blossom light before, you just stick the battery in and then you close it up and you press the button. And this is going to be hard to see because my lights are so bright, but the Emerald City is lighting up back there. I love this. I keep a little plastic tabby in there so my battery doesn't wear down. But again, all of those on sale for $10.19. Next, we actually have 3 die sets at $14.39, originally $24, starting with Rocky the Dancing Yeti. I love him. He's absolutely adorable. Don't mind my crooked sentiment. He's on there with removable adhesive. I use real glue right before I send it. And then BB Cameron released a bunch of cats and pugs. And so there's this cheerful kitten set, and it has a bunch of kittens in it. And then there are accessories to go on really large animals. You'll see them in a minute. But this is the cat and pug accessories, and they are at that same price point, $14.39. All of that is 40% off. Next, we have 2 die sets, originally $28. They are $16.79. And the first one is Dancing Douglas. You guys, this guy is so cute. I love him. He's super easy to put together because it's got all this debossed detail that shows you where to line up the different layers of the tree. And then the party puggles. There are a bunch of ways to put these little pugs together. They're absolutely adorable. And there's all this bonus stuff. So we have a bow, we have a present, we have a cupcake, and a party hat. I think this is like a sleeper die set. I don't think people put enough value in these items here. I reach for those even when I'm not using the pugs. So I think these are a great value. These next 3 die sets are less than 40% off, but the price point they're at, that's about as good as it's ever gonna get. These are $27 originally. They are on sale for $20.25, and they were originally, each of them, a small die of the month. But here's the thing. This Tropical Friends, these birds here, they came out not last May, the May before, okay, almost a year ago. And I have been waiting since then to show them to you during a sales video, and they have been out of stock, but it's back in stock. You guys, it's back in stock, and I love them so much. So top pick for me. Then we have the Wise Owl. I don't have my cards with this one, but this, you guys, it's the Harry Potter owl. It looks just like the Harry Potter owl, and there's this little book to put him on and a scarf that he can wear and a little envelope with a seal. I don't know, but it's adorable. Okay, so Wise Owl, and then Festive Friends. This just came out. So here is the polar bear, and then he comes with this strand of lights, and there's a little penguin that you can put on him. So I put the penguin in this like little roller bubble, and then I made like a pop-up situation with our little polar bear. Again, a set that I absolutely adore and have been waiting to show you on sale, and it really hasn't gone on sale much till now. So all of those I'm only showing you because they are absolute favorites of mine, and I think that's about as good a price as you're going to find. Next, we have 2 very large die sets. We have the big cat and the big pug. These have a die that will cut the base for the animal and then layering pieces to go on top of it. These are originally $43. They're on sale 40% off for $25.79. It's huge. Like, that's the size of my hand, and they're so cute. When we were talking about the cat and pug accessories earlier, that's what these are for, right? So there's like little glasses and bandanas and little like birthday candles and things you can put on them. Antlers or like reindeer antlers if you wanted to dress them up for the holidays. So I love these. I think they're a great value at 40% off. The last 2 I have to share with you, again, are less than 40% off. These were large dies of the month. Originally $40. These are on sale for $30, and they rarely get better than that when they're really popular die sets. So this one is the Grand Tropical Flamingos. So I have the flamingo here, but you get all of this greenery in here too. And actually, I should say there are 2 different flamingos so they can face each other. I used the greenery on this card. This was a surprise card for me. I loved this one so much. It also has this beautiful floral flower in it. And I dressed this flamingo up for Christmas because why not? Maybe one of my favorite cards of all of last year. So I love this set. I think even at $30, it's a pretty good bargain. And I don't think you're going to find it lower than that anytime soon. And then Cozy Slippers, this one just came out kind of towards the end of last year. It makes slippers, but it also has little legs that go in there. And so your slippers can be monster feet or bunny feet or penguins or a Santa. I think there's another one in there. I think a reindeer in there. It's huge. I love this. It's super versatile. You don't have to use it with the slippers or the feet. And I just think it's darling. Next up at 40% off, 2 more die sets I've used very recently. So this is from the Tunnelscapes collection. These 2 items are on sale for 40% off, originally $33. They are on sale for $19.79. These are absolutely enormous die sets. The first one is the rainbow slice, and this is kind of how it was designed to be used. These florals come in there, and then here you create these layered slices. But here I used it to create the light from my lighthouse from the large die of the month from June, just last month, right? And then we also have the tunnel clouds, same price, right? 40% off, $19.79. And here you can see it's being used kind of in the corner, but you can create really great box cards and layered cards with this one as well. A surprise favorite from this year, the Simple Vintage Flower Shop collection die sets are all 40% off. There are 3 die sets in the collection. We have the stitch and dot scallop. So you have a regular scallop like border, and then we have a stitch scallop border. And then here you get like a polka dot drop-in piercing detail to put in that one. And I've just added it on here. You can see some of that paper and ephemera on it. I made some custom sentiments to go with these cards. Sometimes the bravest, most important thing you can do is just show up, Brene Brown. So if you look for like these die sets, you'll find the sentiments here. Then we have the flower cart. This is the most expensive set in there, but it's huge, right? So here's the top of your flower cart, the cart itself, some drop-in sentiments. Then you have some pots and flowers. These flowers, you guys, these flowers are absolutely gorgeous. You can see them here, and I've kind of layered it up. So he's originally $33, 40% off, makes him $19.80. But the one I love the most, and actually the die set is tucked in a bin so I can use them next week on some cards, is the scalloped journal cards. And so you get a series of scalloped circles, and then you get this little like swag of greenery and the flowers to put on it, and you know exactly where to put everything, and it's stunning, and it perfectly fits an emergency sentiment. So if you're new here, that 1 3/4 inch circle is the same size as all of my circle sentiments, so you can mix and match. And if I wanted to change this at the last minute, it would be really easy to do that. So he is on sale for $12.59. $12.59, down from $21. I had to check my notes, right? Because that is so low. Anyway, if I was going to get one thing from this sale, it's probably this guy. So one of my favorite collections from last year was the Happy Hour collection, and pretty much all of it is 40% off. We're going to work through what we can, but my neighbors have started lighting off fireworks at 5:30, so we'll see. I may have to go hide in a closet, and then we can switch to my desktop. So we have 3 sets that are 40% off, originally $28, now down to $16.79, starting with Love on the Rocks. And I wish I could grab the die set, but it's actually, I've tucked it away because I'm going to use it again. I created this little whiskey glass, but there's lots of other dies in there with little picks and strawberries and embellishments. So you could create a fun, fancy cocktail, something for Valentine's Day. Then we have Sunset in a Glass, which is this glass and this whole sunset scene. It is absolutely stunning. And finally, we have the Perfect Touch Rectangles, which is a layering rectangle set. And it creates that beautiful detail you see there. There's a whole bunch of dies in there. This largest one is A2. So all of those are $16.79. Then we get to some of the really fun stuff. So the Olive Martini base die set is absolutely gorgeous. This is on sale, originally $24, now $14.39. That's it. I love this one. And then there's all these add-ons that can go with it. So the Christmas cocktails, also $14.39. The Halloween version is not on sale. So here, I've just used the base set to create my little cosmopolitan. Here you can see what it looks like dressed up for Halloween. I don't have one dressed up for Christmas. What I did instead was I used all of the add-ons that would dress it up for Christmas, and I just used them on my card front. Do not be fooled by add-on. A lot of times they've designed them in ways that let you use them independently. Over here, this was the small die from June. I used pieces of this set to dress up our walrus. Deck the walrus, boughs of holly. Come on. So he has like a little Santa belt and a Santa hat and a gift and some boughs of holly, and all of that came from Christmas cocktails. You guys, and he's 40% off. I cannot get over it. Okay, and then the last one I want to tell you about is Tropical Flare. And again, I wish I knew where that die set was right now. The craft room's a mess, y'all. It is originally $21. It is down to $12.59. It includes this little umbrella flower leaf situation, and it includes the flamingos. It's the flamingos for me, seriously. They're so funny. Okay, so definitely in the listing below the video, there is a link to the happy hour collection, and it will show you all of the dies, stamp sets. There's some press plates and stuff that I don't have, but most of that collection, is 40% off. All right, my friends, I tried hiding in a closet, but it's still really, really loud around here. I would check out Simon's Space Adventure. Those are mostly 40% off. The Bougie Birthday is a newer collection that's mostly 40% off. I have links to those collections below. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time.